Good afternoon, Eric. How are you?
Hi, Barbara.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing really good. How's it going?
Great. Thank you for asking.
All right.
So do you have one or both dogs with you?
I got my whole family here. Well, most of them. I got my 2 dogs and I have my wife.
Okay, great. So did you by chance get a chance to bring the doggy treats, the squeaky toy and the
I have the dog treats. Let me see if I have a squeaky toy.
and then the dog food, so the ingredients on the back, because I kind of need to see that.
Yeah, I'll get you all that. Let me see
Great.
if I have a squeaky toy with me.
Believe it, all this is relevant.
Okay, I don't have a squeaky toy right this second.
Okay, do you have the dog food bag?
Yeah.
So how's the week gone for you?
Let me have you say hi to my wife real quick.
Okay, hello, wife.
Hi there, how are you? My name's Heather. The wife's name is Heather.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
And I'm sorry, what's your name?
Barbara Williams.
Barbara, wonderful. I understand you're a Schnauzer breeder.
I'm a Schnauzer breeder and a professional dog trainer, focusing
Fantastic.
on coaching and training people to train their dogs.
Perfect. I was raised with Schnauzers.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Great. That's
Yeah.
great.
Perfect. Well, thank you for meeting
They're
with
a
us
great
today.
dog.
Yeah, they really are very smart.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's the dog food here. And this is called
Canada.
what is it?
Canada.
Canada, and it's chicken meal and rice formula.
Let me just write that down real quick, and I don't want to waste your time.
Canida.
Can
Canidaae.
and then the name of that candidate product.
It's called chicken meal and rice formula.
It's
Chicken.
all life stages.
Chicken meal and life formula. Chicken
And
meal
rice formula.
and chicken meal and rice formula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, can you turn it real quick?
Okay, very good.
I just want to let you know, we ended up with that dog food because when we went to the, when I went to the rescue in order to adopt him, that was the food that he was on at the time. So we just switched our other dog to it. So that's how we ended up with that.
Okay,
Great.
great.
Yeah.
Great. Is there any way of getting a little more light in your room? Because you guys are really dark and I can't see your face. And it kind of affects me in connecting with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's as light
There
as
you
it
go.
can
I
get.
fixed my computer. That helped.
Okay.
So some of it was my computer.
Okay.
So the growling of the 2 dogs, the growling isn't the most important at this time, is more the kennel.
Well, I want to get my Schnauzer to be able to go in the crate without whining. And I've barely put him in the crate and he just goes berserk. So I never tried because I didn't know how to get him to get in there and what to properly do to get him crate trained. So he's never been in the crate for any length of time.
What we want to interject there, Heather?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that. The shelter that he came from, we were told that, and it was a free range shelter during the day, and we were told that he gets extremely stressed being put in a crate. So if we ever have to go anywhere, we put them in the laundry room, and he doesn't, and he gets to go outside through the garage. He doesn't like that either, but he goes completely bonkers being in a crate. Whereas our other dog, she will even go in the crate on her own. She looks at that kind of a little safe place. She wants to be by herself.
So the dog that won't go in the crate, okay, is how old?
He is, he's going to be 3.
3 years old.
In December.
What breed is he?
That's the Schnauzer.
Okay, and he was the one that came from the rescue?
Yes.
Well, they both came from
Yeah,
a rescue.
they came from 2 different rescues.
Yeah, well, right now we're focusing on him, so it's kind of myopic. So is he there with you now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's right here.
Can you pick him up?
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, buddy.
Okay, now what I want you to do, are you on a laptop?
Yeah.
Push it down just a little bit more because I want to focus on your dog, not as much you. Okay,
Okay.
there's your dog. Okay. And how old is this dog? He's gorgeous, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. He's going to be 3 in December.
He's really a good looking dog.
Thank
So, Eric, what I want you to do right now is put him on his back.
Okay.
Okay. And how often do you do that?
I've never really thought about it. So it's not.
Well, he seems to be pretty good with it. Don't let him down. Don't let him down. And you're doing right. But you want to control him so that he, and let me find one of my lighter weight dogs because I can't pick up the big ones and I don't have any puppies at this time. Quiet, guys. Me too. I don't have any puppies. So these other ones are a little big for me. So see where my hand is?
Yeah.
Okay. And I've got 3 fingers up here,
Okay.
1 on each side. Okay. And she's straight up and down.
Okay.
You take the butt, flip it around, and now she's on her back.
Okay.
My arm goes from her chest to the rear end.
Okay.
Now, can you see her or not?
Yeah, I can see her.
Do you see how relaxed she is?
Yeah.
She's not moving.
Yeah.
And my arm, the underarm, is right on the butt, supporting the butt.
Okay.
Okay. And your goal, I know it's going to sound silly, but your goal is to work on this every day and hold him for as long as he will allow you to. However, when he says he's done, is not the time you let him up.
Okay.
You talk to him, you hold him a little bit longer. The minute he calms down after that, right?
Yeah.
Then you put him on the floor. So you're the one deciding when he goes on the floor, he's not. Hey, hey, quiet, guys. So like this one, I can literally, she's kind of heavy, take her out. And she doesn't try to get away and she doesn't complain and she's perfectly cool. And I can put her up on my shoulder and she won't ever ask to get down.
Yeah.
Okay, so she gets down when I'm ready to let her down. But the other thing is she also will never ask to get up. So she's not an emotionally needy dog.
Okay.
Okay, but that's your goal. Okay, just to get, it's a he,
Yeah.
to get him like that. Quiet, guys. Quiet. Quiet. Now, it may seem like a silly thing to you, but that's one of the first things is that you are the alpha dog.
Mhm.
And that's part of the process. And as subtle as it seems, it kind of lets him know who's in charge. Now, he seems like somebody's done this with him, which is good. And so you just kind of carry on from that as a daily routine. He seems extremely comfortable, which is also good. Now, do you have his doggy treat?
I got some at the store. I got 2 different types of treats. So do you want me to put him down now and I'll show you that?
I can do it.
Yeah, Heather, get the treats, please.
Yeah. And I was going to ask,
Excuse me.
you really quick, Barbara, should we also maybe try, because Riley, our female, she's right here too. Like, should I be trying the same thing with her?
Sure, yes.
Okay, before I do that, let me show you what we have here.
So I bought, well, she needs the bag.
Oh, the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
Okay.
are so cute.
This is one that I bought today in preparation of, it's a, something that stays in the refrigerator and you can cut it up into
So it's a
small.
raw food.
Yeah,
Okay,
And
so,
then we also have solid hard ones as well that are digestive treats. Do you
So
want that
just-
package?
just a heads up. The people who work in dog food stores, most of the time are just high school graduate. I mean, yeah, high school graduates.
okay,
They oftentimes don't really know dogs. They're not nutritionists, and they really don't know dog food, dog treats, and those sorts of things.
yeah,
So it's sort of like keeping things in perspective, meaning that a veterinarian is a veterinarian. He's not a dog trainer, he's not a breeder, and he's not a nutritionist.
hmm,
Okay, so unless he's a veterinarian and became a dog trainer as well, or veterinarian and became a nutritionist as well. Does that make sense?
yeah,
So that I think throughout life is important for us to realize, like my allopathic doctor may be a great in general med, but he's not necessarily ear, nose and throat.
mhm,
He's not a nutritionist. He's a general medication doctor who's good at what he does, but he's not a nutritionist. He's not an ear, nose and throat or any of these others. Very good, very good. Excellent, Eric.
thanks.
So let's see, can we get the camera on?
This is Riley. She's our female.
Good. And then, will she let you? She's doing good too. Just keep her down.
She's
And-
always been put upside down like this, just
Good, good. It's really the first thing that I do with my puppies. My puppies are just 1 week old today. And this is an exercise I'll be doing with them every single day until they go home. And it's a part of humanizing them, domesticating them, a gentle way of demonstrating authority, you know, things like that. Now, what I'd like to see is
no.
bring somehow the camera and the dog up, and I want to see how your dog responds to the treat when you give him the treat. That's great. You're doing great, Heather, with her. mean,
Should I
she's
keep her here?
You can if she likes it, absolutely.
Well, she's let me know that she wants up, and now there's a treat there. So
Okay, so yeah, good idea, good idea.
Okay, so how do you want us to do the treats?
What I want you to do is hold the treat like this. Okay, see my hand?
Okay,
And so the treat is in here where they can smell it, but they can't get it from me,
okay,
okay? I want you to take the treat right up to the nose. I want to see you go up, down, left and right. That's good. Now you can give it to him and tell him good boy.
good boy.
good girl.
Good
Oh, I'm
boy.
sorry, they're both girls?
No, Charlie's the boy, and while you're doing all that, we're having Riley. I'm doing the same
Good,
thing with
good,
her, and
good,
she's the
good.
girl.
Now, what commands, hers is Riley, right?
Yeah, she's Riley. He's
And
Charlie.
Charlie. So girl, boy. I like that name, Riley and Charlie. That's cute. So now what commands does Charlie know?
Charlie knows stay. We don't really give him a lot of commands, to be honest, either one of them.
Okay, so you want to start working on that. So the basic commands are come, sit, down, stay,
He does
stand.
sit.
Huh?
He does sit.
Okay, so you want to work on those commands and they should be instantaneous. Okay, and when you give the dog the treat, you don't want to feed him breakfast. So make sure it's very small, like only like an eighth of an inch, just a teeny, not even an eighth of a teaspoon, very small. It's just enough to smell and wet the palate. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And Now, when you trained him to do these other things, did you treat train him or not?
He already had those.
That
Ma'am.
training? Okay,
Well, he just knew to sit and stay.
okay. So,
Riley has worked with a dog trainer before, and we did use treats, and she did pretty well. And then when we got him, I think I mentioned to her that she got an injury, and there was like a shift in her ever since that happened.
now will she let you pick her up?
Oh, yeah.
She won't let me pick her up though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so she won't let you pick her up. What does she do when you go to pick her up?
She'll just start growling at me.
And what do you do?
I just put her down.
Can I add to that?
Okay, so she just won.
Well, she back from the time that she was injured, she hurt herself. She's got pretty short legs, and she hurt herself either jumping onto our bed or off. And we took her to the vet, and they were talking about she had some kind of a strain, and it went on for quite a while. But there was a point where we initially thought that Eric was holding her, and she'd scream when he was holding her, like he was holding her wrong. Well, it ends up after a while, once she got healthy, that became her, I don't want to go outside.
So what would happen now if you just picked her up?
Well, we can try it out.
So now, what I want you to do, look at me. I want the thumbs here around the chest. I want the forelegs in here and this around the back, with the dog facing you.
Oh.
Okay, facing you. There we go. Now pick her up and put her on your shoulder like you're gonna burp her like a baby. Now just pet her and tell her, good girl.
Good girl. Good girl.
And I'll give her a doggy treat. So Heather, hand him a doggy treat to give her, and give her a few so she likes
Nope.
being there. So I recommend you have a treat bag, and I recommend that you have treats that are not raw food treats.
Okay.
And their favorite is chicken liver and beef liver. But what you want to do is
Good
stay
girl.
away from preservatives. Now just keep telling her good girl and
Good girl.
repeatedly give her the treats for right now.
Good girl.
Can I add to one
Good
thing
girl,
in
Riley.
particular?
Uh-huh.
During the time when she was injured, she decided she's the dominant, and she specifically really throws a fit, and she kind of acts up with me a little bit too. When we tell her it's time to go outside, she used to go right outside. Like, you go, come on, let's go outside, and she'd come. She would instead run upstairs. She would hide under one of our girls' beds. And one of the things she does once we get to the door is, even when I'm holding
Get
her,
her some more treats, Eric. Just keep gonna, like you're feeding her breakfast this time. It's a little different. You want her to like being held by you, picked up by you, and on your shoulder. Does that make sense, Eric?
Good girl. Yeah.
but
And
she
just
would,
keep telling her, good girl. It's a 3-step reward system. Pet, 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 high-pitched voice, and the
Good
dog
girl,
treat.
Riley. Good
We
girl.
don't give any treats to Eiley. We're focusing
Good girl,
on
Riley.
Riley right now. Okay,
Good
so no
girl.
treats for the other one right
oh,
now.
no treats for him.
No treats for him. Just
Good
Riley.
girl,
We're
Riley.
focusing on Riley right now.
Good girl.
She's the one being trained, so to speak.
Good
She's the
girl.
one being asked to perform.
Good girl.
And I don't believe in ever giving a dog a treat unless they've earned it.
Good
Okay?
girl.
Okay.
You feed them breakfast, you feed them, I don't know, you feed
girl,
once a day, twice a day, or 3 times a day.
Good girl.
Are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking you, Heather.
Oh,
Dogs
we
have-
just periodically. We don't have a set time. It's very random.
Dogs love set times, just letting you know.
Okay. Okay.
Dogs love set times, and they're both adult dogs. They only need to be fed once a day.
Okay. We
And
feed
it
them
should be,
twice.
and it should be structured feeding. So the food goes down for 15 minutes. Whatever they don't eat gets back up. And a skinny dog is healthier than a fat dog.
Right.
So And a lot of people think their dog is skinny when their dog is not. They're the perfect body weight.
Okay.
So when you come back past the rib cage, it's actually supposed to almost go in like a waist and then come out to the hips. And if that area is filled out, they're a little overweight. If you put your hand along their ribs, you want to be able to count them and feel them. And the only thing over the ribs is skin.
Yeah, we can, I think Charlie, you know, and I know the right shape of a Schnauzer. He feels very healthy and he's very active. She
Do you
on
know
the
what
other
he
hand,
weighs?
pardon me?
Do you know what he weighs?
Oh God, I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Good girl.
I don't remember, but I know she's been a little plump for a long time. She's
So
a little
she
wild.
looks like she's doing much better with you, Eric. Would you say she's doing better today?
Well, she's fine with me unless I pick her up. And when I pick her up, that's when we have
But
the
didn't you
problem.
just pick her up?
Well, yes, but I think that if I was to stand up with her right now, she probably would react.
Try it,
Okay.
but give her a treat first. Stand up. Now, if she growls at you, do not put her down.
Okay.
Just hang on tight and don't let her get away.
Turn her around.
Good girl. Good girl, Riley.
Oh, you just picked her up, so she let you do it. Keep the treats going.
Oh, okay.
Because you're talking about a dog that has an issue and she's overcoming something that's been a huge problem. So you give more treats.
girl,
Normally, if
Riley.
it's sit, stay, come,
Good girl.
it's just one treat. One treat and one treat
Good
only.
girl.
For sit, stay,
Okay.
come, down, those are.
Girl, Riley.
But she's
Good
coming
girl.
overcoming some issues. So you really want to praise her more for coming
Good
outside her
girl.
box. Now you want to put her down,
Good girl.
put her down.
Good girl, Riley. Good girl.
You're froze on me. Okay. Now, if you call her, will she come?
With the treats, she probably will.
Okay, put the treats down. Stand up, stand up.
I always said she's
Stand up, stand up,
like a
Eric.
cat. She comes when she wants to.
But you're gonna train her to come when you tell her to. Okay, so call her. And
want me to
I
give you
usually
the-
get their attention by name first, then the command.
You want
So
me to get
it would
rid of the
be
treats?
Riley, come, and yes, with the treats.
With the treat, okay.
Yes, with treats. So Riley, come,
Riley, come. Riley, come.
one time. Put your
Riley,
hand down
come.
with the treat. Bring your hand down with the treat. Down by your knees. Don't sit, stand. Stand. Okay, the treats down by your knees
Good girl, Riley. Good girl.
and lots of praise. If that's not something she normally does, lots of
girl.
praise and lots of treats.
Good girl.
Give her more treats.
So what you want to do is don't let your dog, you can sit now, Eric, I'm sorry. But what you don't want to do is let your dog train you. Okay, most dogs train humans. So you're not the exception.
Good girl.
And if she's on the couch and you want her off, the command is off.
Okay.
It's not down. Down means lay down.
Okay.
And some of these things that I'm telling you has been standardized in the dog world for over 100 years. It's not new. Down is for laying down, off is for off your body, off the furniture, off the chair, whatever. Off is off, down is down. And the
Good girl,
reason you
Riley.
want to do her name and then come,
Good girl, Riley.
very good, Eric. Very, very good. Now put her on your shoulder like you're gonna burp her again. And then praise her and pet her.
Good girl, Riley. Good girl.
She actually seems to like it, Eric.
Good girl, Riley.
Our daughter holds her that way all the
Good.
time.
Good girl.
Now, would you say that's better than usual or not?
Well, normally, the second I pick her up, she would just pitch a fit.
Okay, so what I would say is those three things you want to work on.
Okay.
On her back, in other words, you, not Heather, but you. On her back, burping her like a baby, and picking her up off the floor. Lots of treat rewards. Eventually you'll wean that off, but right now you want her to really resonate with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Dogs are extremely food driven, food motivated animals. And so we want to really keep that going. Now, I usually do 45-minute coaching. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So now on to Charlie. Is Charlie the one that won't go in the crate?
Yeah.
So can you put Charlie down and tell Charlie, come and let's see if he comes to you. And you shouldn't do it from a sitting position, do it from a standing originally because
So is
it
this all
shows
Eric?
authority. Huh?
Is this all Eric?
It's all Eric right now.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now when she comes, which she seems eager to do, can you make her sit in front of you at the same time?
You mean Charlie or Riley?
We want to work with Charlie right now because we're
Okay,
going to work about the
Charlie's-
kennel. So I want to see if he, I call him she, he's all the time. So forget that. Now make him sit in front of you and not jump up. That's like not okay.
Sit. Good sit. Good sit.
Can I say something? Just now, when he went to give Charlie the treat, though, Charlie does not stay sat.
So
the
what you
minute the treat-
do, let's pretend this is the treat, okay? You're gonna hold the treat always when you're working with any dog like this. Basically, you can't see the treat.
Calm.
can you?
Good calm.
Okay.
Good
So
calm.
here's what you do, Eric and Heather. You have the treat like this. And when Charlie comes and you say sit, you hold this right on his nose. And he's gonna lick it and he's gonna try to get it and you're gonna go, eh, eh. So not no, you're gonna make that ugly little sound, okay? And when he finally calms down on the sit, then you're gonna release the treat,
Okay,
okay?
so this is about him sitting, right?
Right now, it's about him sitting, and you need to stand too. I mean, it's a different thing to have him come to you when you're sitting, but when you're training, you stand. You don't sit to train, you stand to train.
Okay. Okay, come here, Charlie. No, come here. No, down here. Come down here.
Off.
Off. Okay, can you hold Riley?
Yeah, you shouldn't train a dog with two dogs in the room. So will Riley go in a crate or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we kind
I'll
of
put
done for
Riley in
Riley
the
right now? Because we only got about 15
Yeah.
minutes left.
Charlie. Calm. Good.
And
calm.
most of the time, you don't even have another human in the room when you're doing trading, Heather.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So it'd be like Eric training, then you training, and then the two of you together training. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, that's
Because you
good.
don't want the dog to have any distractions. If you go to an obedience dog show or a confirmation dog show, it's like going to see Stan Getz, meaning that you don't even hear a pin drop the floor. It is complete silence. The dogs are performing inside the show ring, and everybody in the audience is to shut up. They're not to get up, move to go to the bathroom. They're to sit still, be quiet, so that they don't inadvertently cause the dog to get distracted to whereas he lose points.
Okay,
So you
so how do
you
we
create
start?
the most optimum situation for him in the show ring. So what was your question, Heather?
So how do we start with getting him off? Because we haven't worked on off yet. And
Give him the treat, say the word off, and bring the treat from his nose to the floor. But don't release it yet, but just go off, bring it
Off.
down, bring it
Off.
down, say off,
Off,
and you do it slow. There we go. So to his nose,
off,
don't let him have it.
off.
You can help him manually, but back up to the nose. What I find is most people move the treat too quickly. So
Okay.
let's pretend this is the nose. So you're here, right? And you want the treat right at the nose till you get your dog to whatever position you want.
And the whole time, do I say off?
You really want to say it once, But right now we're trying something new, so, once or twice, but let's just get him either physically manually down or doing this sort of thing on the nose till he comes down. So you want to call him at a diagonal, keep it up there. Give him a little nudge. Now make him sit.
Well, he's already sitting.
Okay, good. Put it to his nose and make him stay in the sitting position. Ah, 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 ah. Now hold it on his nose, but don't let him have it. Ah, ah. Now give it to him and tell him good boy.
Good boy. Good boy, Charlie.
Now, with that and the treat at the nose, can start a situation where you can train your dog to sit there and hold it for 3 minutes.
Oh, is that how I've seen like treats on a dog's nose?
Well, what it is, for example, with my miniature Schnauzer, I wanted to teach her to sit, stay, and I wanted her to teach her to sit, stay while I was sitting. One of the reasons is I'm disabled, so it's very hard for me to stand, okay? So I started off, of course, teaching her to sit. And then I brought, of course, sit, treat, sit, treat, sit, treat. Then I taught her to sit, treat.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sit, treat. If she broke the sit, it's an and you hold the treat away. And what you're looking for is to create successes. So a lot of times I'll hold it at the nose only to assist in stabilizing them so it can be positive reward. So when you want them to sit, stay, so be sit, and then it would be stay or hold it. And you want to go for only a second, longer than what they are accustomed to.
Okay.
Then 3 seconds, then 5 seconds. You build up slowly, very slowly. I didn't get her to 3 minutes in one day.
Okay.
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 Okay. Now back to Charlie's the one that doesn't want to go in the kennel.
Right.
Okay. So now I want you to walk just a few feet away from him. Heather, turn around to him
Okay.
and standing.
Okay.
And now what I want you to do is go, Charlie, come.
Do I stay up here and don't hold the
You
treat?
can
to
hold
him?
the treat down. Charlie, come.
Charlie, come.
Just make him sit. Good boy. Hand it to him. Good boy.
Good boy.
Now, do you see any progress with him at all?
Yeah, that was definitely better. Let me see. Hopefully, okay. Let me.
Now, the reason you say the dog's name first, it's to get their attention. And once you have their attention, then you give them the command.
Charlie, come.
And see, now he already knows he's supposed to come sit. So give it to him. That's right. Now bring it down to him. Bring it down to his nose. Now give it to him and say good boy.
Good boy.
Now he doesn't have to hold the good position at this point forever, but you don't want to give it to him until he's in complete compliance.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Charlie, come.
Now give it to him.
Good.
Always
boy.
want to give it to him before he breaks position.
Right. And they're both really smart dogs.
Yes, they are. They are. So now what you're going to do, what is his favorite toy?
Let's see if I can get it.
You get the rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a rope that he loves to play tug of war.
I'm going to send you a link to a toy that's got a 5-star rating.
Okay.
And my dogs love it, and they especially love it when they're in the crate. Okay. Now,
Okay.
do either one of them, is that your whip for the dog? No, I'm
This is one of his toys that he likes.
okay. So now when you're
Let me see if I can find the other one too.
do you guys drink water out of little water bottles? like a
Yeah.
Crystal Geyser bottle.
Yeah,
You want to save the bottle, squish it down, and believe it or not, that's one of the dog's favorite toys.
well, I've got 1,000 of them over there.
Go
right
get
now.
one and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Where'd Eric go? Did he leave us?
He's getting the other, yeah, he just got the other toy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the bottle.
Okay, flatten it. All the way flat. Okay, now kind of squeeze it back and forth to make noise with it. Like move it, squeeze it.
He's wagging his tail.
Right, now give it to him.
Nope.
That wasn't give it to him, that was throw it on the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come.
Sometimes with, some dogs, it takes them a while. But what I would do in his crate is give him that toy and a couple squeaky toys and a stuffed toy. Because you want him to love his crate.
Okay.
Don't give him food, don't give him water. That's a big no-no in crates. You don't ever do that. But you can, now, is there a crate there near you? It looks like there's one.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I want you to do, Eric, is stand by the crate. And do you have your treat in your hand?
I have a treat. Hang on.
Okay. Now what you want to do is put the toy inside the rope toy.
Yeah.
Put it inside the crate. And then take these crumbled up bottle and put it inside the crate. They like that crinkly noise. Now you can squat down. You can't sit, but squat down a little bit for this exercise and say, Charlie, come.
Charlie, come.
Good boy, good boy, good boy. Make him sit.
Good boy, Charlie.
Now make him
Yeah.
sit. Good boy. Now
Good
just
boy,
do
Charlie.
that a few times where you're kneeling near the crate.
Here, go here.
And PetSmart and all the pet stores and Amazon sell treat bags. And you put it around your waist so you always have your treat with you. You don't want to use the raw one anymore. You want to use the little teeny one. I have the perfect place to order it from because dogs go crazy about it. So you can either order it or you can cook it up yourself.
Good
But you
come,
cook
Charlie.
up liver. He's a little gun shy, so keep getting him to come to you and give him treats.
Good boy.
Have him sit too.
Come. Sit. Good sit, Charlie. Good boy. Good boy.
Now, part of the thing is when they make a major success, whatever that is to you, they like that excitement. So it's like, good boy, oh, you're a good boy. You want to get excited with them. You know what I mean? They like that because it really becomes.
Good come. Good boy. Good boy, Charlie.
Use your high voice.
Good boy.
Yeah, use your girl voice.
He has a voice he does with them at night, and listen to mom.
Well, they definitely love you, so that's nice to
Charlie,
see.
come. Good come. Good boy, Charlie. Good boy.
Now you want to start making him come sit. So don't give him a treat till he comes and sits.
Sit. Up. Up. Good sit. Good boy.
Now, all I want you to do right now is don't give him a command, but I want you to put 3 little treats right inside that crate, right next to the door. 3 treats
Inside the door?
inside the door. Don't say anything to him, just put them there.
Okay.
Now, don't push out the door, just for right now, reward him for that. after he's done eating his treats.
Good boy, Charlie.
And that's called home. So it's good home, good home.
Good home, Charlie. Good home. Good home, Charlie.
Yeah, and every time you put him in the beginning, do it that way. When he walks inside, say home. And don't shut the door until the next time we talk. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Just be satisfied
home,
with this
Charlie.
for right now.
Good home, Charlie.
Good home.
And don't, whatever you do. Now, can we see each other the same time next Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't shut that door on him till we see each other next Sunday.
Okay.
And then what I want to see is that progress. So you want to do that 3-4 times, and then in a couple hours, 3-4 times, and then a couple hours, 3-4 times. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you repeat it, but
Good
every
home,
couple
Charlie.
hours.
Good home. Good boy.
And what you do with most dogs in the beginning is if you're teaching them to go in the kennel, right, is you pick them up, and as you put them in through the door, you go home, home, home. So you want them to learn the name of home. Home.
Home. Good home, Charlie. Home. Home.
And so tell him the command just before he walks in.
Okay.
So try it one more time. And as he's walking in, say home. Home.
Home.
Good boy, good boy, good boy.
Charlie. Good home. Good boy.
Good home. Good boy.
Okay. So we're right at 45 minutes. You guys did an exemplary job. Really,
So
really
did
good.
you. Thank you.
And I feel like you guys have made a lot of progress. So it's just a matter of the things that you introduced the dogs to today. Just, you don't want to practice it for long periods of time, but you want to practice it every couple hours.
Okay.
Barbara, I have to say something.
What?
I told Eric, I said, good boy, for a trainer to be able to do this over Zoom really has to be something. So I am very, very impressed that you can do this over Zoom.
Thank you. And I feel like every dog trainer should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not about the dog trainer training your dog. It's about you training your dog and me being able to train you to train your dog.
Well,
Because if I don't teach you how to train your dog, a trainer could come in and train your dog, and then where are you? If you've never learned how to follow through on it, where are you that somebody else trained the dog? Does that make sense at all to you?
absolutely.
So Barbara, one business tip for you
Yes.
is, and I think you are recording today, these types of sessions, as long as your client agrees,
Look.
are really fantastic for your YouTube channel.
Well, I would ask you that before doing it. I recorded it for you.
Yeah, I understand. And
Yeah.
and I would be fine with you publishing it on YouTube, but with your other clients, because what it does is it demonstrates your expertise. And then you can say at the end of the session, you know, so in what ways were you able to make progress with your pet from our session? And I said, well, Barbara, I've never been able to get my Schnauzer into a crate before. So this is the first time. And every time my other dog, my dog Riley, I would hold her, she'd growl at me, and she didn't growl at me for the first time in over a year. So then that's your, it's very powerful because it's on video and it's real.
Right. Right.
So-
And it's live. It's real time. It's real and it's real time.
Your
Yeah.
YouTube channel is a tremendous asset for you. So just be thinking about ways of different little videos that demonstrate your expertise, because you know you're obviously fantastic at what you do.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. So do you mind if I use it on YouTube?
No, go ahead. You can use it on YouTube, and that would be fine.
Great. And can I go ahead and use your name and give your link?
Sure.
Okay, you got it. All right, Heather and Eric, until next Sunday at 3 o'clock. How's that?
Now, do you still want us, now are we doing 3 or 2?
3 is, we did Oh, we did do 2, didn't we?
You want to do 3?
Yeah, two is fine. 2 is good.
Okay.
2 is good. I just,
Do you want
Lost
us to, you had said it would be better for us to train only one of us at a time. Do you want us?
oh, no, this here should be a group session.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
And I'm
great.
gonna send Eric a link, so I gotta ask you a question real quick. Are you gonna be willing to boil up liver, or do you want freeze-dried liver with no preservatives that is as good as having real liver that you would have to prepare? Which do
We
you
have a
want?
place that we could go and get that. I think that would probably be more practical.
Yes, I think so too, and it lasts longer because it's freeze-dried.
So are those gonna be, are those
Little
gonna be,
teeny things, little teeny things.
and those are the treats?
Those are the training treats.
Okay,
And they do
And-
not get a training treat or any treat unless they've earned it.
okay. Can you send us the link for all the things you were talking about when it comes to the toys and so on and so forth?
Yes, I will. I'll do that.
Perfect.
do that for you.
And no rush, but as soon as you can do that, I have errands to run. I can go and get that today.
Well, you want to get it on your computer.
Oh, get it over Amazon? Okay.
Yeah, Amazon, there's another website, but just, do it. Just order it. You don't have to leave. It'll come to your house.
Yeah,
One will come to your house before next session if you order it today. And the other one will come within a day or 2.
perfect.
Okay? And I just to let you, well, I'll tell you next time, but hey, you have a good day. And I'll get
Okay,
that.
Barbara.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you
Uh-huh.
so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.